and welcome back to the channel. 7 months ago, I started my financial journey. At the time, I had just graduated from high school and just been accepted into my job. 7 months later, I finished one semester of school, I managed to stay out of debt, and I've been increasing my net worth each month. At the time of this video, I'm still 18 years old and living with my parents. I'm hoping within the next couple years, I can move out and potentially purchase my own home. I am still not married nor seeing anyone at the time, and honestly, it's a little difficult with the amount of time I am either in school or working. For the time being, I'm happy to be getting through school and avoiding debt. With that said, let's take a look at my overall earnings for 2012. I started my job in May of 2012 and did not receive any paychecks for the month of May. I made my first paycheck in June of 2012, which was $502. So my income throughout the year varied, where my lowest income was about $500 in the month of June, and my highest income was almost $1,100 in the month of October. So my hours really vary at work. We have about 5 or 6 employees that currently work there. 2 of the employees work nearly full-time, about 35 to 38 hours per week, and the other 3 or 4 of us just fill in the extra hours. Some of us work nights, some of us work in the early mornings. My shift, I work 5 p.m. to 10 p.m., 5 days a week, and then also one shift on Saturday or Sunday, just depending. But anytime those 2 ladies that work the full-time shift decide that they want to take off, I'm able to pick up additional hours. Like you see in the month of October, I was able to pick up nearly 20 hours a week, every week for a full month when that lady went on vacation. But when everybody is here at work, I'm honestly lucky to get 20 to 25 hours per week, which really limits my income. So in the time being, I've been applying to other jobs. I've maybe submitted 40 to 50 applications so far and not heard back from a single one yet, so I will keep submitting applications. Honestly, what I'd like to do is join one of the small companies that we have in town, and it would maybe be $10 or $11 an hour versus the $7.65 I'm making an hour right now. But the key thing is they would pay for my school. So that's really what is hindering my saving right now, is having to pay for my college in cash. So to summarize, 2012, my gross income for the year was $5,634. I paid a little over $1,100 in taxes, and I took home $4,454 for the year. So let's take a look at my net worth for 2012. So I started in May of 2012 when I had just graduated from high school. At the time, I had one car that was worth about $4,000. I bought that car in 2010 for $7,000, and just from saving up from birthdays and Christmas for the past 5 or 6 years before that. So at this point, that car is depleted in value down to about $4,000 when in the start of May 2012. So now in December 2012, that car has dropped to about $3,500, somewhere in the range of $3,000 to $4,000 is probably what it's worth. I did not have any investments at all this year. I also did not have any debts this year, and my cash kind of fluctuated throughout the year. So I started in May with $0. I got my first paycheck at the start of June and opened my checkings account at the very end of May. And by June, I had saved $252 just from working at that job. I was able to get that up to $1,157 by August, and then you see that it dropped to $98 by September, and that was me paying for my first semester of college. So I'm pretty nervous at that point in September. I do not like being below $100 in my checkings account. So October, I think I had a 90-something% savings rate for October, November, and December, but I was able to finish the year out with $1,980, which is the most that I've ever had in my checkings account so far. And net worth wise, I started the year out with a $4,000 net worth just from the vehicle. And at the end of 2012, I finished the year with $5,480 net worth. So the main goal for the channel is to get to $1 million before the age of 30. As I said earlier, I'm only 18 years old at the time, so I have another 12 years to go. And I've set my goal on an exponential graph where it's a little bit slower in the beginning and then gets faster and faster as I approach age 30. However, the blue line is the target that I should be at to date, and I should be just over $12,000 net worth. However, I'm not even at $6,000 yet. So I'm hoping that my exponential calculations were not correct, and it's a little bit slower in the beginning and a little bit faster towards the end. But to date, I am about $6,000 behind what I should be to be a millionaire by the age of 30. Thank you all for watching the video. This month I put a link in the description to my free net worth tracking Excel template I've been using just in case it's helpful to anyone. And if you missed last month's video, be sure to check out the video on the left. And to see next month's video, check out the video on the right. As always, if you have any questions or topics that you'd like me to cover, leave a comment below. Thanks. See you in the next one.